Everyone knows that one of the most important traits men look for in women is confidence, right? A confident woman looks and acts like she's a catch. But there is a trait that's even more important, a trait that every single successful woman in love must have. You can do without confidence, but you cannot do without this. So what is it? Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman, a dating and relationship expert with yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why you're wasting your time building your confidence with men when you could be doing this instead. These days, we're all supposed to have high self-esteem. It's why we get medals just for participating, because everyone's a winner, just in a different way. But I happen to think that confidence is overrated, especially in romance. You don't want to go out on a date with someone who thinks they're hot stuff. You want to go out on a date with that shy guy who actually listens to you and who thinks that you are the one who's hot stuff. We live in a world full of overconfident people who are a lot more interested in being awesome than they are in being with you. That's why I have to think that humility is a beautiful trait to look for in people. These folks don't have to brag. They just get on with things and they help others and they keep shining from the inside. If you want to succeed in love, thinking that you're amazing will only get you so far. What I tell folks is that there's a much more important trait. And this trait you have to have. You cannot do without it. So what is it? It's the ability to do hard things. You don't have to believe in yourself. You just have to be able to make yourself do that next hard thing. Did you know that the number one threat to your love life is actually giving up? People get fed up. They get burned way too many times, and they get tired of all of those superficial connections. So they stop. They stop logging into their online accounts. They stop looking around to see if they can spot anyone interesting. Instead, they stare at their phone and they talk to their friends, and their world shrinks down to that comfortable bubble. When you give up on finding love, it becomes a lot harder for love to find you. I don't care if you believe in love. I don't care if you believe in yourself. What I care about is whether you can make yourself do that thing you do not want to do. Like go up and talk to that guy, or take a chance and say yes to that date, or even just be social when you don't feel like it. Now, you could call that trait persistence, you could call it determination, but what I like to call it is courage. Courage is not fearlessness. It doesn't mean you don't get scared. It definitely doesn't mean you don't have doubts. Courage is the ability to act in spite of all of those things. It's the ability to make yourself do the right thing when you seriously don't want to do it. Like, who wants to take a risk on messaging that guy or going to that party or starting that conversation with a stranger? It's actually a lot easier to feel confident about yourself if you just stay home, because you can't lose if you never take a risk. And maybe you think that you'll do all these things once you feel confident. You've got to wait until you feel you can do it inside, and then you're going to go do it. But that isn't how it works. I have gone through my entire adult life without a lot of self-confidence. I doubt myself all the time. I have a lot of self-criticism. But I've never let that stop me from doing things that I really want to do. I've learned to make myself do things for no other reason than because I think they're worth doing. I don't know if I'll succeed. I don't know if it was a good idea or not. I don't even know if it will work out. But if it's something that I feel I have to do, then I'll do it. How I feel about myself is never going to stop me from doing the things I want to do. In fact, author Glennon Doyle, whose books you should read if you haven't, has this catchphrase: we can do hard things. Glennon's been through a lot of hard things. Going through hard things is just part of life, and it does knock our confidence, but we just keep going. Does it make you feel better to know that you don't have to be confident to be a success in love? If I had to wait to feel confident, I would never leave the house. So, what hard thing are you waiting to feel confident to do? Let me know in the comments. And for more tips on how to be the kind of woman who loves dating, look below to find the link to my free report on the 3 A's of effortless attraction. It's an in-depth look at why your pleasure matters, and I think you might enjoy it. See you next time.